Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another video. My name is Tawanda, and this is Tawanda's Blessed Life. And on this channel, I do decorating on a budget, DIYs, and hauls with a sprinkle of migraine enlightenment, also social log updates and lifestyle updates. So today I have 4 fall Dollar Tree DIYs for you today, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I hope you enjoy. For this DIY, I have this welcome to our pumpkin patch sign that came from Dollar Tree. I have some ribbon that came from Dollar Tree, and then I also will be using some of my burnt umber paint, which is beginning to be my favorite paint to use. So I'm going to start off by taking off the bow that was on the pumpkin, and then I'm going to paint the trim pieces on my welcome sign. And then once that's complete, I'm going to do tie a shoestring bow, and I'm going to attach that with some hot glue. But before I attach it, I'm going to place I have these little like wooden pieces that I purchased from the Repurpose Project about 2 years ago. I want to use one of those to give it some height. I also have 2 of these wooden leaves that came from Hobby Lobby. I've had these for some years now. So I'm going to use the burnt umber on those, and I'm just going to wipe it back to make it match the trim pieces. And then I'm going to go ahead and start to hot glue my my bow and the 2 leaves, and that is going to be it for this DIY. I thought the sign was already cute itself, and I just wanted to just embellish it a little bit, so that is what I did. I'm also going to just kind of fluff up the ends of the bow a little bit, and yeah, that is going to be it for this DIY. I really love the way that it turned out. It was really simple to do. And I would also like to thank you all for spending part of your Sunday with me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And if you're already subscribed to my channel, thank you for continuing to support my channel. I do really appreciate it. And we're going to go ahead and get back into today's video. Okay, so we're moving on to our second DIY for today. I have this sand satin spray paint. It came from Lowe's. It was $1 on clearance some years ago. And then I have this acorn dish that came from the Dollar Tree. And I like the bottom part of it, so I'm not going to do anything to it. So the top part, I went ahead and gave it a coat of that sand spray paint. And then once it was completely dry, I brought it back inside. And then I'm going to start to add some of the antique wax onto it. Originally, I was going to leave it that way, but I kept looking at it and I thought it needs something else. So then I decided I was going to add some of the terracotta paint. So here I'm just adding that onto the lid. And then once then I was like, it still needs something. So then I decided I was going to add some of the Rub 'n Buff, the gold leaf. So I started to add that onto the lid, and then I just thought it was perfect. So yeah, so that is going to be it for this DIY. I love the way that it turned out. You'll have to let me know what you think about this DIY. I absolutely love it. And I also gave it a clear coat of the matte spray paint. Okay, so for DIY number 3, I have this little leaf like key holder, I'm going to call it. Some more of the sand spray paint. So I went ahead and gave it 2 coats, front and back. And then I decided I was going to also do the antique wax on it also. And then I was going to leave it like that because I actually didn't think it looked that bad. But then I actually liked the way, and on the bottom I have a paper towel there just covering the bottom of it because I didn't want to get the antique wax or paint on it. And so once I did that and it dried, I went ahead and did the same process with adding the terracotta paint to this DIY. So I'm just going to dab it on until I'm happy with my results. And then when I'm happy with everything, I'm going to take that gold Rub 'n Buff, and I'm actually going to go on the creases where the leaves are, just to give it some definition. And I love the way that this turned out. And originally, I don't know if you saw my haul when I purchased this, I said I didn't want to paint it, but I am happy that I did because it looks so good. And the camera just does not do it justice. It looks so nice in person. And I also gave it a clear coat of the matte clear coat spray paint. So yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think about this DIY. I love it. And we are moving on to our last and final DIY for today. So I have a hula skirt from Dollar Tree, a plunger from Dollar Tree. I have some yarn from Dollar Tree. I'm also going to be using some of my antique wax and some of that satin spray paint from Lowe's. So I'm going to start off by taking my hula skirt and I'm going to just start to wrap it around my plunger. But first, before I did that, I went ahead and painted my plunger, the bottom part, with the satin satin sand paint from Lowe's, and then I gave the handle part a coat of antique oily wax. So then I gave it a drop of the hot glue just so that it was thick while I started to twist it around the handle of my plunger. So here I am just twisting it all around, and then once I have it twisted completely, I'm going to take that yarn and I'm just going to wrap it around the just below where I hot glued it. And then once I have that complete, I'm going to tie it. And then once I have it tied, I'm going to take the hula skirt and I'm going to push it down over the bottom of the plunger. So here you can see me doing that. It did take a little bit of effort because it was so thick. And then I'm going to go ahead and just try and smooth it out some. And then once I have it like I want it, I am going to take some more of that yarn. Here, I'm cutting that yarn off. I'm going to take some more of that yarn and I'm going to wrap it around the section where I have my hand so that it gives it the effect so it looks more like a broom. So I'm going to go ahead and just wrap it around a couple of times, the yarn, and then I'm going to go ahead and tie it off. And then once I have that complete, I have this sign that came from Dollar General. It was $1. So I'm going to go ahead and start to cut the sign off. Well, it's like a hanging sign. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut the each individual sign off of the twine that it's attached to. And then I'm going to use some hot glue and some wood glue to attach each sign to my broomstick. So look at, and those are the different words that it has on it. So, and you can, if you find this at Dollar General, you can actually use this to create any little like sign that you want, or create individual signs if that's what you choose to do. So actually I'm using liquid nail instead of wood glue. Sorry about that. So I went ahead and put my liquid nail where I wanted it, and then I added 2 dabs of the hot glue just to give it to have it stick a little bit faster while I was still doing this craft. And then once I had that done, I went out and grabbed this candle from outside and I went ahead and put it up under the bottom of my broom, because I wanted it to have like a glowing effect. And I was going to use some fairy lights, but then I thought I have this candle, so I'll use it, and maybe I could probably I'll just sit it on something outside and it'll just look like it has like just that glowing effect at the bottom. So that's what I did. And then here I am just cutting off the excess my hula skirt, excuse me. And then I'm going to take a piece of that skirt, or I'm not even sure what to call this material, but I'm going to take a piece of it and I'm just going to wrap it around the yarn just so that it looks a lot better and so that it all looks the same. And then once I have that complete, I added some of those, not the command like sticky tape, to attach the plunger on top of the candle. And I didn't want to glue the candle and the plunger together because I do use this candle for one of my lanterns. And then when that was complete, I decided that it needed something else. So I went out to my storage unit and I grabbed one of those Dollar Tree pumpkins. So I'm just going to hot glue it to the top of my pumpkin. And that is going to be it for this DIY. I think it is so cute. And that is going to be it for today's video. If you like what I am doing, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And like I always say, be nicer, be kinder. God will love you for it. And I hope you have a blessed day. And I will see you on Sunday. Goodbye.